Something else I want you to clear up, yo, since you was there, because I mean, it's this narrative that people be pushing, which is irritating. Because Tupac was born, you know, in New York. He was born in Harlem, New York. Then he moved to Baltimore. But what I want you to clear up for people can understand, because people keep pushing this narrative that Tupac, once he joined Death Row, he was on the West Coast and he started claiming the West Coast once he got on Death Row. Just let the people know that Tupac was actually on the West Coast for years prior to him signing to Death Row. I don't think people comprehend that.
Yeah, he was in the Bay with us. He was in the Bay with us, doing the song he did Trapped. He did Trapped in the Bay. A lot of his first hits, Brenda's Got a Baby and all of that shit is Bay Area shit. You know, if you listen to some of his interviews, he'll tell you, yeah, he went to LA and started fucking with Suge and the Bloods and all of that and Snoop and all of them, but he got his game from the Bay. Everything that he spit, he learned in the Bay. He didn't learn it in LA. He took the game from the Bay and took it to LA and threw an LA twist on it with a New York accent, with an East Coast accent, and motherfuckers was loving it because you know what scene didn't he cover? He covered the West Coast and New York. He had an East Coast accent, but he was fucking around with us out here in not just in LA, but in deep Cali, which is East Oakland. East Oakland, where the Black Panther's from. And his mama's a Black Panther. You see where all of that shit come in at? That's where he learned that game at. You know what I'm saying? So, for those who don't know, yeah, he learned all of his game out there in the Bay. Like, we don't have no Crips and Bloods. We know where a motherfucker come by the way that he talk. If he say Cuddy, if he say Sci-Hops, if he say Partner, we know where he from. If he say Partner, he from Oakland. He say Cuddy, he from Vallejo. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Crips and Bloods out there. We know by a motherfucker's conversation. The Easy or for Sheezy, that's Oakland. For Shizzle, that's Vallejo. That's how we know who motherfuckers is out in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your game, your spit. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know who a motherfucker is, not from what gang he come from, but what street he run, what block he rock. You know, he rock on. You know what I'm saying? Or which niggas he hang with out there. You know, it's a whole different ball game, and you have to learn that. But once you learn how to move like that, guess what? You know how to move everywhere. Everywhere. You know how to move when you get to where the Crips and Bloods is, because you know how they talk. You know how to move when you get to the Gangster Disciples and the Vice Lords, because you know how they talk. Folks and peoples. Blood and Cuz. But you learned the game from the Bay. So now you know how to go out to LA and be like, oh, okay, these niggas wear red, and it ain't just red. They got on green, yellow, and purple. And the niggas from purple, they from, you know, you gotta know that shit. The niggas with the purple and that's wearing the Lakers shit, them niggas is from the 80s. You know, the 6-0s, they got on the dark blue, the royal blue and shit. You know, it's certain motherfucker colors. When Ice-T did colors, he was not joking about the word colors. It ain't just red and blue. You know what I'm saying? But then you come to the Bay Area, it ain't no colors. It's who you know and what you know. So, you know, Pac learned that game when he got to LA, all of that how to move shit from the Bay.